Hey everyone, welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we are playing some more Skyrim. Yeah, it has been a while since we last played Skyrim, I will admit it. I was a tad busy doing a bit of a master's degree, so when I say a tad busy, I was very busy, okay? So the Skyrim playthrough had to go on a bit of a hiatus, but we are back, though. You know, there's sort of a good news and bad news type situation, which is that I am back. I'm here to finish this playthrough, but what I'm going to do is finish the Dawnguard questline and then sort of end it there. I might come back to Skyrim in the future, but I'm kind of interested if I'm picking up the gaming channel and maybe moving on to some other games, and I just wanted to give some closure on this series. If anybody's even still following, since, you know, I've been gone for such a long time. Oh man, I am so rusty. Obviously I haven't played Skyrim since I last recorded. You know, I was actually very busy. I've not been doing much gaming in that time. And definitely not Skyrim when we had the Let's Play going. So, if I'm remembering correctly, we just went into the Soul Cairn to meet Serana's mother for, I think, an Elder Scroll?
What now?
What do you think about this, Serana?
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
Fair enough. Whoa.
If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace.
Alright, she's ready to murk her dad.
We can talk about this another time.
Alright, right. So we're getting to the point where we're finding the scrolls, and we need to take out her dad, etc., etc. Oh wait, can I... Not to double back already. Can I fast travel from that balcony? Sorry, I'm trying to get reoriented. So yeah, like I said, the plan is that I'm gonna finish with the Dawnguard questline, and then maybe move on to some other stuff. I don't even know in the short term, but I just felt like I wanted to come back and, like I said, give some closure on this series. And, you know, doesn't mean we won't come back in the future, but we've done a fair amount of Skyrim on this channel. I mean, one of the reasons I started with Skyrim was that when I was getting the gaming channel going again, I wanted to do something that I was more familiar with, you know, etc., etc. And also, I was using a very old computer at that point, and I was like, I cannot record anything on this, really, so let me do something on my PlayStation. But since then, you know, we did a lot of Skyrim, I got a new computer, etc., etc. So I'm feeling good about doing some more stuff in the future after we finish up with this. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, we have our old scholar here. I remember.
I trust your journey was successful.
Got him.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Alright.
I can no longer be of use in this matter.
You're blind.
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
That covering on your eyes, are you...
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Damn. Can anything be done to help you, Dexian?
No. It will have to run its course.
What does that mean?
And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Then we're finished.
No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
Everything. What do I need to do? We gotta get back into the quest line. Remember all the stakes, everybody. You know, as always, we're the Dragonborn. We're trying to save the world. So, alright, Dexian, tell me what I have to do.
I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
Alright, just tell me.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim, in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Got it. Well, maybe I don't got it. Why don't you explain this ritual to me?
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully gather the bark, but how?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the ancestor glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you. From what I saw in the vision,
alright, we got a lot going on
scroll
here.
Which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Oh, wow. Alrighty.
Good luck.
I think I'm very close to being encumbered.
Hope you find the answers.
Pretty close. Alright, let's get a move on then. Alrighty. I will say, it wasn't the best time to leave the series to go on hiatus. Not that, I mean, that's not how I planned it. I just had to stop because I was busy. But we ended not that far from the end of the Dawnguard questline. I reckon we've got like a couple more episodes. Though, of course, at the time I planned to go through like a lot of the different quest lines. And also, we've talked about this throughout the series, but of course this is a game I'm very familiar with. The Dawnguard DLC, less so. I mean, I played through so many of the quests a lot of times, but the DLC quest lines, not, like, that often. Hey, there we go. Let's get the horse. I'm getting back into, I'm like, oh yeah, we were going for a... Oh, vampire. I'm like, oh yeah, we were going for a, oh my god. How do you get off the horse? How do you get off the horse? I was doing a Spellblade playthrough, part Conjuration Wizard, part, you know, Sword and Board Fighter. Alright, y'all are going down. I believe we're a werewolf, if I'm remembering right. Where's this guy? Oh, there we go. Come on. Come on. What kind of shouts do we have going on? Oh, not bad. Got a lot, actually. Let's get some fire breath on. Oh. That's what the Atronach is for, I guess. Alrighty. And we've probably, knowing me and how I play, I reckon we've got some points in healing. Yep. Alright, perfect. Okay. Now, let us get up that hill, eh? It's a good sign when you pick a game back. Maybe I should have done a little bit of playing before I got on camera. You pick the game back up and you forget how to get off your horse. Are we just gonna spam our way up this hill? I mean, this is the Skyrim way. You know, when Todd Howard showed us that map and said, look at them mountains, you can go there, we all took that very literally. He said, alright, Todd, I am going to glitch my way up every mountain I see. It's the classic Skyrim method. Of course, there was a path up. That's fine. Let's make our way around. Alright. I still think, by the way, the next... Well, I don't want to promise anything, because, you know, we've been gone for such a long time, but I think the next game we do... the horse died in front of me. Didn't even unsummon itself. Will still be Disco Elysium. That's my prediction. Because that is one that I've wanted to do for a while. I mean, I've literally been yapping about it for, like, more than a year at this point. 10 months. I don't know how long it's been. And like I said, it's not like...
Not very impressive, is it?
Oh.
If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexy and I are gonna have some...
Right, relax, Serana. It's not like I've been playing a bunch of games in the meantime. Maybe a little more recently, but not while I was doing the MA. So I didn't play it off camera or anything. I still want to do it for the channel. All right. So we need a knife and a bow.
No one's been in centuries.
How do you reckon that? Oh, brilliant. Alright, let's go get some bark. Okay. Gotta love those Skyrim quests. I will say the one thing I did play a lot of, and this was over winter break. I don't remember if I talked about this, but I did play a lot of Baldur's Gate when I was back home for break. And that was great. I mean, oh my god. Talk about just one of the best RPGs I've ever played. That one was truly exceptional. I mean, I feel like while playing this game, doing this series, I've talked a lot about RPGs and RPG design, not to sound pretentious, just from the consumer level. It's not like I know anything about game design. And you know, how Skyrim, it was such a popular game, and it does a lot of great stuff, but, you know, it doesn't really live up to some of the greatest RPGs in terms of the RPG elements. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 absolutely does. I was extremely impressed by that game. It was like exactly what I wanted, basically. You know, it was exactly what I was looking for. Amazing characters, characterization, fantastic quest lines, you know, an expansive world. You can go anywhere. It feels like you can go anywhere, do anything. Now, it's a game, so there's always limitations, but you really feel like you're in this real open world, and your choices matter, and the things you do impact the other characters and the story and the world. Plus, as you guys know, I love D&D. I'm a big D&D fan, and of course this is based on D&D 5e, so everything about it I absolutely loved. I was extremely impressed. All right, we gotta read the scroll now. Which one was it? Blood. So yeah, I could yap endlessly about it. Oh, is it in books? And my friends will know I have been yapping endlessly about it over the past couple months. But yeah, I was very impressed. Nervous? I'm in the middle of this, Serana. I'm getting, you know, screen burning, but on my eyes. No wonder that guy went blind. I wonder if he went blind or if he has constant, you know, burning or something. What am I looking at here? Oh, a map, I think.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
I'm good. Okay.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You went as white as the snow.
You already said that. That felt strange.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked about 1,000 leagues away. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
Apparently I do. It's in a place called Darkfall Cave.
Then it's almost over. We can finally put an end to this ridiculous prophecy. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
Scrolls gave me its exact
Let's
location.
get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
It's up here. I sort of remember the end of this quest line. Oh my god, dude, my inventory. Okay, I need to clear out my inventory before we go any further. Do I have a house? Ah! Oh my god. Actual jump scare? I legit do not remember. Oh, I see you've come for me. Not this time, gargoyles. Not this time. Oh man. Gotta love that return to Skyrim's clunky combat. Oh, watch out, Serana. Oh my god. Dude, we're getting... I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I'm very close to dying here. Also, the classic Skyrim combat where you just stop mid-fight to do a bit of healing. God, we are getting, like, whooped. We are getting whooped here. Get the fuck back here, bitch. No, yes. Alright, come on. Let's go in. Serana's been tanking all the enemies for me, thank you very much. These vampires are so annoying. Especially if you have a companion with you, or follower, whatever they're called in this game. You know, they can just continually heal on them. Alright. Yeah, we're a little rusty. We gotta get used to it again. Plus, I think we're playing on a high difficulty. Expert. Not the highest. You've got... Legendary is the highest, I think. But I will say the thing about difficulty in Skyrim is... Yeah, I feel like I'm always criticizing Skyrim. But remember, this is a game that I love. I've played so many times. And when you played something so many times, you get really attuned to the critiques, I think. The difficulty in Skyrim, it doesn't really tweak a lot of the elements of the game. It just tweaks... Well, I don't know. I think essentially it mostly tweaks damage output. In terms of the damage you're doing... the damage the enemies are doing, the damage you're taking. And so what higher levels of difficulty really do is just make enemies, like, damage sponges. You know, you just gotta hit them a bunch of times, and you become a little more squishy until you can, you know, get some armor that you've, you know, scammed by using smithing potions and enchanted smithing gear. That's the trick, by the way. But it just means that, you know, enemies take a long time to defeat. As we saw, Skyrim combat can never really be that difficult because you just strafe around and swing with your sword, and then when you start to, you know, lose health, you just go to the menu, take a potion, be done with it. And I will say, because my mind's on Baldur's Gate, because that, in terms of these last couple months, that's the thing I've most played. You know, over break when I had the time. Oh, we've got a dragon to fight. You know, I've never been a big, like, turn-based combat guy. That's never really been my thing. You know, even when playing RPGs, I've always been more, like, action RPG oriented. And I've always been like, meh, I don't, like, mind turn-based, but I don't love it. But playing Baldur's Gate, I don't know if it's just the way that game did it or what, but I really loved it. I was like, oh wow, this is great actually. And I think what it is that I just haven't played much turn-based combat. I think I actually quite enjoy it because, you know, Baldur's Gate is just D&D, and I love D&D. Oh my god. See? You take more damage, enemies take less damage. That's all it is. And D&D is just turn-based combat, right? Which, you know, I remember thinking that one time. I was like, I don't really play much, you know, games with turn-based combat, but I love D&D, and that is just turn-based combat, essentially. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it in a way that I was not necessarily expecting. Alright, I'm going to cut back, because I'm not going to make y'all sit through that again. Alright, here we are at the cave. I also went to clear out my inventory a little bit. I think I'm realizing the problem is that we have several Elder Scrolls that are each 20 pounds or whatever this unit of measurement's supposed to be. So my inventory is going to be pretty full regardless, but I made sure to sell some of the random junk I had. So we're not, because I know, well, we're at least going to be picking up a bow. So I don't want to be incredibly overcumbered, you know? And we're pretty encumbered already. Just not over encumbered, I guess. God damn spiders. Whoa. Guys, we've come a long way from the intro. We are dunking on frostbite spiders. Yeah, is this, we're gonna come back here at the end? Move, move, move. Oh, man. I feel like we're moving away from where we're supposed to be going, but I think that's fine.
Stay on your guard.
Hey, I'm on my guard. You don't need to tell me. Do we? Oh! Okay, that was honestly an accident, but I think that was the right move. Don't even ask, do we need to jump into the water. Just jump. Oh my god. I'm in here with a bunch of spiders.
Who's there?
Oh.
I knew I heard something.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Oh no. That's not good. We've encountered... That's not good. Well, let's fight these spiders and I'll see if I can fix this. Another, hey guys, another Skyrim classic. Bugged. I'm hoping it's just this one... Oh no. I'm hoping it's just this one area, but it's seeming like it's just if I angle the camera in a particular way. Which is not ideal. I will definitely need to reload to fix that. Okay, we've got a reanimated spider. Are we... Yeah, no. No, we're fucked. Alright, I'll fix this. Alright, I just went through the water slide section again, and all was fine. I don't think I've encountered that. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't encountered that bug before, because I've played literal hundreds of hours of this game. I've definitely encountered some bugs with the water before, so, you know, maybe. You got that one, Serana? Alright. Let's keep going. I ain't gonna let no water bug slow me down.
Who's there?
Okay. Serana, you've got him. You can clean up behind me. I don't got time for these little spiders. They're pretty big spiders, actually. I wish... You don't have lanterns in Skyrim, right? That you can put on your hip? Gotta use a torch? I know there's mods for that. Or was there... Maybe they added it in an update or something. Okay, I really don't need to bloat my inventory even further. Give me the cure poison. Well, I'm a werewolf, so I don't think I can be poisoned. But anyway, I'll take this anyway. A little campsite. Hello. Random Breton. Come to find me. Get out of this forsaken cave. Should have headed back to camp. Trolls. Yeah, I mean, look. You're dead, so I'm not going to be too much of a hater, but why on earth would you think these trolls would be different, man? Oh. Ow, 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 ow. I don't think the shield helped. I just got absolutely destroyed by just about the simplest trap you could imagine, a tripwire. Alright. So I'm assuming there will be some trolls down here. Hello? Any trolls? And trolls are kind of tough, you know. Oh, there we go. I believe I see one. Even at, well, especially at a lower level, trolls are very tough. Oh. Alright. I do not want to fight more than one, to be honest with you. At a time, I mean. Oh, okay. Well, they're both onto me. Oh. Guys, I underestimated how high a level we are. Actually was not a problem. Get your ass down here. Get your ass down here, boy. Come on. Alright, I'll go up there then. He's guarding his domain. I can respect that. I guess trolls are a big threat early in the game, but I guess we're at that point in the sort of Skyrim progression where you've leveled up so much and you've got good gear, and you know, I believe we put some points into smithing and stuff like that, and so we're pretty geared out. Also, after we died to that dragon, I'm like, all right, gotta remember to quick save.
You have nothing to fear here.
Who the hell are you?
I am Knight Paladin Gelibor. Welcome to the great chantry of Auriel.
This cave is a temple to Auriel?
Auriel, Alkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the snow elves.
Akatosh? Oh, right. You're a Falmer, but you've not gone crazy or whatever happened? You're a Falmer?
I prefer snow elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers.
Well, no offense, man.
Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the betrayed.
I imagine you know why we're here.
Of course. You're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
Oh my god, okay. What do you want?
I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother.
Whoa. Thrown right into a familial struggle. Okay, can we ask why?
The kinship between us is gone.
Sag.
I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen.
Okay, what did they do?
They swept into the chantry without warning and began killing everyone without pause.
Not great. What a question. Didn't you fight back?
The chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
You don't even know if he's alive.
He's alive. I've seen him.
Oh, he does know.
Something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Have you tried getting into the inner sanctum?
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel. And an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
Way shrine?
Yes, let me show you.
Alright, let me see it. Gelibor. Got any good loot?
So this is solar.
No.
Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged
Are
with
these
teaching
from
the
former
mantras
games?
of
Are
Auriel.
these in like Oblivion or Morrowind?
What's that base
Maybe
in the
not.
center signify?
Once the initiate
I don't remember.
his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
Whoa.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So...
Saran is an Reddit
You say
atheist.
all that nonsense to get into the temple so we can kill your brother and claim Auriel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
How many more?
There are 5 in total.
Alright,
spread
that's a
far
nice
across the
number.
Chantry.
These caves must be massive. Oh, I remember this.
Caves? Oh no. The Chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the Initiate's ewer.
Okay, hopefully that's not more than a few pounds, because I'm still pretty close to being over encumbered. I need to fill this at each way shrine.
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
Nice. I'll be off then.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
Let me see.
Questions? I expected as much.
Hey, who the hell are these spectral prelates?
They're ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Auriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
Good.
I'm afraid in their current form, they still believe the Chantry to be an active center of worship. They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum.
That's fine. That's what you told us. What is the Chantry of Auriel?
This is, or was, the epicenter of our religion. Most of the Snow Elf people worshipped Auriel. The Chantry was constructed near the beginning of the First Era to provide a retreat for those that wish to become enlightened.
Most snow elves?
Our empire had temples to some of the other deities. Trinimac, Ciribane, Yffrey, and Finister rounded out the rest. But those temples paled in comparison to the glory of the Chantry and its way shrines.
The way shrines are part of the Chantry then. Yeah, I kind of got that.
Oh yes, they were an important part of the process here. They represented the steps the initiates took on the path to total enlightenment. Sadly, the magic used to construct these wonders were lost long before I arrived here.
Alright,
May Auriel keep you free from harm.
let's do it. I do remember this section. It's actually pretty cool. I will say, I don't think, this isn't the greatest fantasy world ever put together, but I do like it, and some parts are particularly
Wasn't as unpleasant
interesting
as
to
I
me.
thought it would be.
I always like,
Soothing, actually.
alright, that's great,
Really
Serana,
remember now.
when, the world really has a background and a history to it, and when, you encounter what has been. I mean, I literally did a master's in history, so of course I like that. I enjoy the lore, but something cool about this setting is you have,
Where'd you come from?
oh my god, like the Dwemer, who we don't see in this game, but there's signs of their presence all over the land. I find that really cool. Or like the Falmer, who once were this people, but, they've either gone or become betrayed, as he put it. I think that stuff's like really fascinating.
Who's there?
I mean, it's very much, of course, like the real world.
That'll
You can find layers and layers of history on top of each other, right? We just keep building. It reminds me of, I always use the example of someplace, today what is called Istanbul, once was Constantinople. It's a city where you can dig through several layers of history built right on top of each other. The current sort of modern, sometimes secular Turkish architecture, on top of Islamic Ottoman architecture, on top of sort of more medieval Byzantine architecture, on top of the ancient Byzantine Roman architecture. I mean, it's just, so many levels. And I always think that adds a lot of depth to a world, like encountering this civilization that's essentially gone, whether it be the Dwemer or the Falmer or whatever. But you can see either by these people or by the architecture and the automatons that it once was here. Like I said, adds depth to the world, makes it feel more real, more immersive. I think that kind of stuff is cool. So I'm a big fan of that,
Where'd you come from?
I mean, that is also, you think of like the FromSoft games, the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. Their whole thing is that they refuse to tell you the story in a linear manner. You have to discover it yourself, and a big part of that is not witnessing events in front of you, but witnessing the consequences of those events and the fallen. The Elder Scrolls, the From Software games. They love a good fallen civilization, you know, like, oh, you can see what was once here. And I think that kind of stuff is really cool. And so I actually quite like this element of Skyrim's lore. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you always sort of you're always like, oh man, I wish I could see more. But that's the beauty of it, right? Is that you're left wanting more. You don't get to see everything. There's some mystery left. Where are we supposed to be going? God damn, it is so dark. I don't know how dark it is for you guys on YouTube, but it is just like so dark for me. Plus, I'm not saying I blast the brightness whenever I play a game, but I'll be walking around with like a lantern or a torch or whatever whenever it's convenient. It's just in this game you gotta use one of your two hands to do that. I'll let you handle whoever that is, Serrano. This seems like the right way, perhaps. Alright, alright. Oh my goodness, she just raising the dead everywhere. There's a skeleton, I guess. She's also a conjurer. Take that. Get destroyed. I was saying we went to that way shrine. Oh, this is the cool part. This is sort of a regular dungeon, but if I remember correctly, it does open up into something broader. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like it does. All right, come on now, guys. Come on now. We're having a good time, but we're ready to move on. Keep making our way through these caves. Oh my goodness. So many Falmer here. Let me summon an Atronach. Ow. Hey, would you look at that? Got our one-handed up, 96. I have not even looked at the perks since I turned this game back on. But I think we're level, what, 29, 30? So, I mean, we're a pretty high-level type of character. I mean, there are gates to these pens, but there are also big holes in them, so not... Oh, do we have a level up? We want to be close to the level up. You always got to save them level ups for combat, guys. Not yet. We are close, though. We're very close to level 30. Wait. No, this is the way we came from. Let's go. Although I do always like, you know, when I was doing a little bit of looking around before I turned the camera on, just to remember, like, literally what I was doing. I'm not taking any of this. My inventory is so full. And you can always tell what kind of character you're playing from the favorites screen. I mean, we're on console, not PC, so we don't have, we can't just press the number buttons. We gotta go into the favorites screen. And it's like, alright, so we're doing some conjuration, and we've got my sword and my shield. It's like, alright, I'm getting a vibe for the type of character this was. Of course, it's not like I completely forgot what I was doing, but I think you could show me the favorite screen of... Oh, there we go. Of just someone's random character, and I could probably tell you roughly what build they're going for. Alright, come on now. Oh hey, we'll take the potions. We'll take the potions. I don't think there's much actually in here. This way? Perhaps? Oh, I see you. I see those tripwires. See, this is why I ran over that tripwire earlier. This is why mine's on D&D and Baldur's Gate, you have your perception stat. Because as you can see, my perception as a person is not very high. I need my character to have a high perception so they can tell me when something's going on. I do not be noticing traps on the ground. I need my character or my DM to tell me.
Be careful here. Whatever's on the other side of this, find a way to keep it.
Alright, well, let's do it. There's a big cat. I can see that much. What does this one do? Holy moly! Hey, we leveled up! Using block as well, not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a big cavern. This isn't what I meant by opening up, though.
It's fantastic.
I swear you get actually outside at one point, but I may be misremembering. I think, you know, we are like a Spellblade, but in the way that I feel like most of the time when you try to do a mixed build character, you usually end up going one way or the other, you know what I mean? And we are mainly a sword and shield type character. You know, we do a bit of conjuration and a bit of healing. Healing is useful for any kind of character, honestly. Like, regardless of your build, having restoration, at least like 1 or 2 points into restoration is like always going to be useful. Because, you know, you want to heal yourself. So we have definitely leaned way more into the one-handed weaponry and shield and heavy armor. But, you know, we got a bit of conjuration going. When I was playing Elden Ring, I was like, oh yeah, I love the Spellblade build, you know, because I'm such a fence-sitting moderate in terms of temperament. I always want to slice down the middle. Hey, here we go. So I like having a bit of magic and a bit of martial.
I think that's another way shrine.
But you always lean towards one. Usually. Maybe not always. If there's a specific class for it, it's easier to balance. And when I was doing Elden Ring, I ended up leaning way more towards magic. Because you gotta pump your points. I was like, alright, intelligence. Hey, man.
Welcome, Initiate. This is the Way Shrine of Illumination.
Yes.
Then behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it light your path as you seek tranquility within the inner sanctum.
Sounds good. Hello, dear. Strange-looking deer. Alright, what's that? 2 of 5? Not bad. Alright, see ya. Oh, right, I gotta get the water. I didn't have to do that. Oh, no. I didn't miss the first one, did I? I really hope not. Well, that'll be a problem for the end of this quest when I say, oh, fuck. I didn't draw the water. Alright, here we go. I think we're going to end this episode here. Way Shrine 2. Might need to go back to the first one if I forgot to do that.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
I'm not a vampire, Saran. I'm a werewolf. Anyway, that is going to be the end of this episode. Thanks to anyone who's watching this. I don't know how many people will be. It's more that I felt the need to sort of end off the series. You know, I have that kind of completionist mentality. Or at least not fully completing, but just completing. So I was like, alright, I gotta end this series. I can't just leave it in limbo. So thanks to anyone who came back. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hey, tune in for the next one, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.